Hello friends, welcome to another episode of Stock Market Daily Update. I'm Aditya from Mostly Bearish. First, we're going to be talking about the trades that I took and the updates that I provided on my Telegram channel. For those who are new and who want live update during live market hours, the link to my Telegram channel is given in the description. I don't provide any kind of calls, I just provide pictures about the stocks and Nifty and Bank Nifty that I'm looking at and what are the possible movements from there. And the second part of this video, we're going to be talking about Nifty and Bank Nifty, the levels for tomorrow. Can Nifty create a fresh high? This is a question. Watch the video till the end to understand if it can or not. Let's get started with the first trade that I took. Initially, this is a 2-day chart of Nifty. When there was a breakout from the range, as soon as this level was taken out, let me mark it out, I had entered the call option, and as and when the prices went up, somewhere around this level here, I had exited as well. Now, this was a scalping trade mainly because there was momentum in the movement, and in option scalping, the entry and exit are extremely important. That is why I usually exit early, mainly because I don't like holding on to options, mainly because time decay, premium decay. The second trade that I took was when, let me change this to a 1-day chart. When market became a little stable, and then there were chances of a breakout, mainly because I was of the view that Nifty and Bank Nifty are very strong for today, and I did not want to enter any of the put options at all. And I had specified this on my Telegram channel. When I saw this candle building, which was at a range and it created a fresh high, somewhere around here, there was a comparatively higher high, not fresh high, comparatively higher high. That is where my risk was pretty much limited, where I had entered here, and if the prices went below this level, I would have exited as well. But the prices started moving up. This almost gave me 7.5 points move in Nifty, and this happened within 10 minutes. And this was my exit point. The third update was when this candle was formed. The expectation was that this is a very bearish candle and the prices can go lower. I had specified that the market is too bullish for the day and I don't expect any down move, and even if it does happen, I'm not going to be buying the put options. And if you see, market reversed from there and it started moving higher and higher. Now these are the trades that I took on Nifty, whereas I had also updated about GAIL. GAIL had been watching from morning, mainly because the first half of the day itself, the movement was slow, but it was very precise. Now somewhere around here is where I had sent the screenshot about GAIL. When the prices started moving upwards, right, I was waiting for a confirmation if it does break this high, and as and when it broke this high and came back lower, I had lost interest, mainly because the prices did not break and stay there. The expectation was that it will touch 10%. It will touch 10%, and from there it might have a breakout to give another 2 to 2.5%. From there the prices started moving down, but if you notice, the prices did not come lower than 109.5. And towards the end of the market, there was a huge move where the prices touched 112. Trade wasn't initiated here, and this was just a flash move where the prices went up and came down as well. Now let's talk about Nifty and Bank Nifty for tomorrow. Today, there was extreme buying in Nifty. Whenever the prices started coming down, it got bought into and the prices started moving up, creating a brand new high again. This shows the power of bulls in Nifty and Bank Nifty already. Now, I would like to first talk about people who are new and who haven't watched this playlist about candlestick analysis, which will make things simpler for you to understand what candlesticks are, how they perform. And this is another indicator video, indicators and oscillator, introduction to indicators and oscillator, that I have created. You can watch that to understand the basic about what indicators are, what oscillators are, what are different types of indicators and oscillators. Now let's get into Nifty and Bank Nifty for tomorrow. First of all, if you see that Nifty actually is very, very close to its all-time high. Let's break it down to a half an hour chart to understand the levels that I'm comfortable trading for tomorrow. If now we know that this is a trend line created as of now, and this is the high that Nifty has as of now. if there is a big gap up and it already is above the previous high, I'm going to wait till I see till where Nifty actually moves and where it finds resistance and starts falling from there. That will be an initiation of puts. But if it is pretty much close somewhere around here, right, and from here if we see that the prices are moving up, take in some kind of a support resistance there, but for very small time, and then the resistance is broken, there are high chances we can see 13,200 somewhere close to that tomorrow as well. The only constraint is that Nifty should gap up, not way too much, but a little, where buying interest is still there and the prices start moving up. A big gap up, the prices will still move up for a certain time, and from there we might see a correction. Now this is a correction I'm talking about only for tomorrow. I'm not talking about a periodic or positional correction. It's just for tomorrow. Now on the downside, if let's say Nifty comes and opens somewhere around these levels, 13,050 is the first level that I'm going to be watching out for, where it can take support, and from there we might see another up move. So all the live updates will be provided on the Telegram channel. 13,050 is the first level of support that I'm going to be looking at, right? And the closing is above that. That's a good thing, mainly because it will still respect this trend line. And if the closing is above that, there are high chances we might see a break from the top side as well. These are the main levels that I'm going to be looking at. Now for Bank Nifty, let's take a look at what happened. Bank Nifty also is pretty much close to not its all-time high, but the recent high that is created. A gap up opening might give it a push where it might find some resistance at the high of this candle, right? Let's break it down in half an hour to understand better. This is the line that Bank Nifty is created. This is the high that Bank Nifty is created. If there is a gap up, I'm going to be watching out for a move towards this level and how it actually sustains. If it does, spend some time there. And if the momentum is too big, that is why we can see a breakout here as well. Now watch out for this. And the second part is if Bank Nifty opens lower. If there is any event that has happened and let's say the price is open somewhere around here, this is a band that I'm going to be focusing on how it spends time there. Mainly because if you see here, Bank Nifty spent a lot of time, and this can act as a support for Bank Nifty. If this level is sustained, this band is sustained, I'm not going to be looking at a level if this band is sustained, and from there if we see a up move in the second half, there are possibilities we might see a rally during the second half. But if there is a gap up, a close gap up, then we can see a rally in the first half itself, in the morning momentum itself. So I hope you guys have understood what are the levels that I'm looking at for Bank Nifty and Nifty for tomorrow. Live updates will be provided on my Telegram channel. You can feel free to join that. And for those who are new, you can learn from the candlestick playlist to actually notice what price action is and what candles actually mean. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.